in September, October. So barely a month or two, they peruse. So those responsible, and I repeat again, are these chronic civil servants who works and who are PDP element wearing the toga of civil servant. They are the one, they are the devil we have.
Okay, gentlemen.
And the moment we begin to stop holding brief for the parliament. The moment we begin to unveil them
are creating an
and then bringing out, no, it's not an escape route.
Don't create an escape route for them.
The
and
parliament,
it's not fair. Be patriotic for once. Please, you need to be patriotic.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you
the mind of Nigerians.
No, the area I agree with you.
The fact that
can you listen?
You are once a parliament.
No, I cannot.
All right, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen. We will have to take a very quick break, but just before we do that, Jay says the executive opened the pages of their mistakes.
Yes.
And the legislators read it even better. That's what Jay says. Well, we'll take a moment and come back to continue this conversation. Please don't go away. Welcome back. We're still asking the question, who distorted the budget? The executive before it was presented to the National Assembly, or the legislators before they presented it back to the president? Who distorted the 2016 budget?
The guy on Twitter.
You don't even need to ask the question because it is very certain.
The guy on Twitter is trying to give the legislators a soft landing.
No, it's not.
And that will not be...
Hold on. What Jay asked is, or what he said is, the executive opened up their mistakes.
Yes.
And the legislators read it well.
See,
he's giving the legislators a soft landing.
No, it's not soft.
And
see,
on this matter,
listen now. See, you are into construction. Once the foundation is wrong, you are going to expect a collapsed building at any time. The kind of budget the executive sent was a makeshift budget. The minister didn't go through, they didn't understand all the details. The president has no time to go through all that volume. They just did a ceremonial packaging for the president because they have intended ab initio that this APC administration must be brought down. Because if you see the mood now, is that, oh, APC are not performing, as if we lack the personnel, as if we lack the capacity, as if we lack the technocrat. We have everything in the APC, but regrettably, they played into the hands of this demigod within and outside the villa who are masquerading.
When empire is falling.
Yes. The question I'm sure he wanted to ask you is, but it's the bulk of the APC that makes up the parliament as well.
No, the parliament, once it comes to issue of that have to deal with Nigeria as a whole, the issue of which party belongs to fizzle out. And Nigeria becomes a constituency.
I know that the parliament is a party.
The interest of
the parliament themselves is a party of people who are in that office to take money for 4 years.
The coastal road they are talking about today is of great importance.
The parliament are also a party who has gone to that parliament to take free money for 4 years. Remember, a senator is entitled. The senator is entitled to 13 staffs. What are they doing with that in this harsh economy? House of Rep is 11 staff. House of Assembly, these are areas we are looking at.
Then we expect you to monitor them.
And many of these senators, don't interject, don't interject.
Out of the community, are you not happier for it?
Don't interject. No. That's not the kind of job we are talking about.
What do you want?
If a senator is entitled to 13 staff,
he should get 13.
He should be limited to the numbers of staff that is sensible for him to work with. 2 or 3 is okay. That is the reason why we don't have money to buy. We want to run mechanized agriculture. Those are money meant to buy all those mechanized equipment. You want to do an education where you have 36 Commissioner of Education, you have Junior and Senior Minister of Education, you have Senate Committee on Education, House of Rep. You behave as if you don't know what you are doing in this country. But all these duplications are things we say we should prune down. Then quickly on what you have said. You are saying
something different. This is what the Constitution says.
Quickly.
So there is nothing they can do. If they say higher 13 steps,
these are their jobs. What are areas? These are areas they should look into, not to be doing the work of executive by adding what they feel from their own mind.
No, if you feel pain, why have you not sent a private member bill to the house? If you feel pain that we should not operate, not say that. We
have done that. We have been advocating for that for over
what kind of bill? Years. Where is your bill as we speak?
We talk about the structuring of this country on daily basis on television. We do that. We send to the former president. We have sent it to Buhari himself and is looking at it. But quickly on what you have said. Sorry, don't interject. What you have said about whether Buhari has owned up or not. As an honorable person, we operate the kind of system that singles out our president as the head of all the government apparatus. So If he has owned up, he's not owing up because he's the head of executive. He's owing up because he's the president of the nation. So that blame should not be put on his doorstep. And if an empire is falling, people make fast money. That is what is responsible for what is in our budget. And what were the expected...
So who is making fast money now in the budget?
All this padding. And if
who is the one padding? Who is the one padding?
And before...
Have you read the Constitution?
Before...
let me tell you, if you have read...
coming to...
let's go.
I'm coming to legislators.
I want to give you a point you must read, Section 81. He said the president shall prepare and lay. The executive does not have a hand in the budget. Their own is to debate and say, look, this one is right, this one is wrong.
I'm coming to.
So
that's where I'm coming
if you do a proper preparation and you lay,
I'm coming to.
the executive cannot touch it.
So in other words, it's like a computer, garbage in,
garbage out. It is what you present to them that you get. You got it right.
So why the question? I will tell you. 1 second. If the budget is, for lack of a better word, messed up, yes, or riddled with mistake, why go ahead to examine it? Why go ahead to work on it and then give it back to why didn't you just send it back to the executive and say, you know what, we do this because it's all messed up?
Don't forget that they are not rubber stamp. When they bring it, they have to give it like a kind of treatment. They are the prescriptive arm of government. They prescribe drug for you to go and swallow, and it can cure you, it may heal you.
And they've been prescribing bad drugs.
So no, they've been prescribing.
They have not been preparing food that will make the country healthy.
Those are bitter pills, but you have to swallow them to be well. See, these
are poisonous pills. When you remove money meant for water resources and replace it with community projects, it's an aberration.
See, you need to.
I don't know where legislators thought become people who recommend projects to contractors in Nigeria. So these are things we have to stop.
No, see, you
need to defend it. These are not patriotic.
Can you just take time?
These are not patriotic.
When you live here, you need to digest our constitution. The legislative army, the trinity of separation, they came top. They have to prescribe a drug for you, for this country, by way of appropriation bill. You swallow it and be healed. If you don't swallow, you will not be healed. And the executive have to execute such things. And when there are conflicts, of course, the judiciary comes in and interpret. And they do this through this appropriation act. As soon as, and that is why they said if the president refuses to sign, they can sign it with two-thirds and becomes a law. And the president has no choice than to implement it. As we speak,
if you advise, I will also advise the government, the president, to look at the section of the constitution. Once we have attained stability, there's a way the government can operate without the parliament are supposed to introduce decency into the budget, but they are turning the budget into indecency.
Okay, hold on. Honorable Dodger, what he asked earlier about the legislators moving monies from one item to the other, do they have a right to do that?
They don't have such rights.
No, they don't. Because they are ill-equipped to do that.
Okay, so it's not their place.
No,
so why do they do it?
You see,
it's been the pattern from Obasanjo's time. And these are patterns that say we must stop.
Let me see any legislator that goes on to begin to do the executive function, to perform executive function, because the executive are to prepare and they are to lay. So when National Assembly members begin to prepare and adjust figures, then they are riding the old order. And the old order is that anyone who do not focus on his functions as in lawmaking will not come back to that house. That is why you see that only 30% of our members return to the house.
Okay, so you're right in saying that they move to the budget.
Yes, you are right. They cannot move.
So you were blaming them that they destroyed the budget.
Either they agree. No, the president said, you see, the budget does not represent the executive. And so they themselves own up and say, look, this budget, they messed it up for us. And because the buck stopped at my table, I'm going to withdraw it. And they withdraw.
So would it have been right for them to just